Hey everybody, this is Nate Wangler talking about my final project and one of the new news stories that I'm putting out, hoping that you guys will invest. And I think it really is something that you guys can jump on board with and get along with, and something that shows really the dire situation that we're in, not only as a school community, but us personally as sports fans, sports reporters, and the people who participate in those sports. So the story that I wanted to share with you today, it's called COVID. It's about basically 3 or 4 separate student athletes. I believe it's 4 that I wanted to interview and get in touch with to talk about their experiences of what it was like participating in a sport at Cornerstone, all the way up to what recently happened with the coronavirus canceling the rest of the season. Now, they're not alone. Thousands of athletes across the United States lost out on an opportunity to play their senior seasons. Why is that important? Because for some people, at the end of the day, it's just a sport, right? It's just a game. But for a lot of different athletes and student athletes in particular, it was more than a game. It was an escape from reality. It was something that brought community, something that brought people together, and something that we could all celebrate in our pursuits of our faith journey. But with the coronavirus coming around, it took away that escape. It took away that community. It secluded us to our own houses, and not only that, it took away the opportunity of a lifetime for these young student athletes to experience their last semester here at Cornerstone. Now, I wrote this in sort of a news-style script format because I did want it to be more of a news-style package, because that is the direction that I am going in my career. But I still wanted to tell the story in a way that was convincing. What I wanted to do was I wanted to start off with video clips and audio of these players and the community and the teams and the broadcasting and everything else that went into this before all of this happened. It would be a scrolling image. All of these videos would be shown in succession until the screen eventually switches to news clips after news clips of the coronavirus and what was going on. And all of a sudden March Madness is canceled and the NBA season is canceled and everything else is canceled. And then it fades to black. And when it comes back, it's videos of the stadium, parts of the stadium, empty stands, empty fields. All you can hear are birds chirping and a train horn in the distance. It really goes to show you the desolation and the despair that the coronavirus has caused. And throughout this news segment, as you will see in my news script, there will be interview bits with every single one of the student athletes talking about how much of an emotional goodbye it was to say their final farewells to the people that they grew so close with over these years playing these sports at Cornerstone. One of whom is a senior, the rest of them are not seniors, but for all of them it was kind of a shared emotional experience. Now it starts and it takes place in a fictional news setting where I am the reporter, but it dives into the story of all of their stories and where they came from and where they eventually ended up. Now, why is this important and why should you pick it up? Well, it's important simply because it's their story. It's their story. It's everyone's story at the end of the day. And we want to give them a voice and a chance to express the way that they felt and kind of detail the emotional goodbyes to the players that they played with, as well as what the future implications of this might mean. So if you're interested, hit me up, and thank you so much for your time and your willingness to listen to this.